All right, so the industry, we have a lot of news coming up, guys. So let's go ahead and get into the industry rundown. So first up, we have Idris Elba. He recently signed, this is according to Variety, he signed his Green Door Pictures and Archery Pictures joined in an joint venture for future projects. So basically, in the article, Idris explains how, in order for him to take his production company to the next level, he needs to partner with another, heavy hitting company in the industry. And so, picturing with Archery Pictures was his best option to be able to grow his company and take it to the next direction and level up basically for the projects that he wants to produce and put out in the future. So, I'm not surprised by this because with all the streaming different deals that are going on right now in the streaming services, everyone's looking for content, everyone's looking for new, fresh stuff. So pushing out content right now is kind of the thing to do. And having a bigger team makes sense, in my opinion. So this is a smart move for Idris.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware that he had his own production company, so I did miss out on his movie on Netflix, Pump It Up Charlie or Good Luck Charlie. I don't know what it was, but I didn't watch it. I know that's from his company, but that's a good look.
Yeah, it is. It's great. So hopefully he'll have some dope projects coming out from that also. So it's pretty cool. So kind of on the same notion and topic in a way, Queen and Slim director Melina Matsoukas signed her first look deal with MGM. Along with her, Kevin Hart also signed a first look deal with Netflix, and Tessa Thompson signed her first look deal with HBO and HBO Max. Now, huh?
I said, "Oh wow, I didn't know Tessa Thompson had a company either."
Everyone's coming up with their companies doing their thing. And so just to give people a backstory, kind of what a first look deal is. A first look deal is an agreement between a creator and a film studio in which the studio fronts the production costs of the creator into and in turn to have a first look or the first right of refusal for the scripts, books, or other properties they want to develop for film and television. If the studio passes on the project, the creator is able to shop them around other places as well. And so I thought it was kind of important for people to understand kind of what a first look deal is. So when we do see these articles, these headlines like this person has a first look deal or this one has one, what the meaning is that and what it is for the creator behind the scenes and how what that means for their career and their stature in the industry, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it basically just adds value to your name. Like, there is a large company backing you who believes in your talent, and that you also not only believes in your talent, but believes that you can bring the money along with the story. So it's a good look to have any first look deal with any company.
Absolutely. And what I find interesting also is that I looked I looked specifically in the comments when I saw Kevin Hart's deal came out like on Monday or Tuesday earlier in the week. And I just looked in the comments to see what people's reviews were about Kevin Hart getting his deal. And of course, they're mixed reviews. Some people are for it, some people are not for it. Me personally, all I want to say is that, regardless of how I feel about Kevin Hart's content or what he does and, his comedian style, etc., I feel that, well, with Kevin Hart's deal specifically with Netflix, he's able to produce 4 films with them, and he will star in the films and produce them. I wanted to put that out there and say that first. And I'm for this only because, I feel that other people, like white creators, are able to have bad films. They're able to get these 4, 10 picture deals with these studios and able to create, great good things and bad things, or just to be able to play. So I feel that it's about time for people of color to have the opportunity within the film space to play and to create and to just have content out there and just figure out what story or what voice you want to have and what vehicle you want to use to do that. So regardless of the feelings of how you feel about Kevin Hart or whatever it is, set that aside and just be appreciative that we finally are able to create in a space or have the opportunities to be able to play.
I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. If Adam Sandler can continue to give us shitty Netflix movies, then we can get the same thing from Kevin Hart. I mean, I also would admonish people from automatically thinking that it's going to be bad, whatever you get from Kevin Hart. Now, I will say this, that stand-up he did was not funny, but just because Kevin Hart is inking the deal does not mean that he is not bringing in a team with him of other talented writers or actors. And so we don't know what we're going to get from him. So let's just wait and see.
Yeah, let's wait to critique later. Like, give the man a chance. All right, so on the tech note side, guys, Hulu recently announced that they will be offering a $2 monthly streaming plan for college students. This comes from Variety. They said that starting January 11th, Hulu will be offering college students over the age of 18 their service for $1.99 per month and $2 with ads. Within the offer, students are allowed to access 2 simultaneous streams. Hulu's reasoning for this offer will be to 1, increase subscribers to gain momentum against Disney Plus, of course, and 2, they hope by doing this that college students will continue to use their platforms once they graduate. Hulu is partnered with Sheer ID, a verification platform based in Portland, Oregon. To be able to launch this, the college students must submit their information in a form, and Sheer ID then takes that information to confirm qualifications. If you are a college student and would like to participate in this offer, visit hulu.com/student and sign up today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, as a college student, you're already pitching pennies over there, having to pay for books and pay for tuition. And with college, surpassing the amount of money that it is costs to be in college today, it just keeps rising every year. I mean, the least you could do is give students, discounts on other extracurricular activities or things. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is also just a play to kind of bring in back that generation of Gen Zers, to bring them back into the fold of watching TV, right? Because they are not cable subscribers. They're mostly getting all their content from TikTok, YouTube. They're not paying for these things, so if you offer it to them for cheap, then you can bring them back into the fold. So I think that's a good idea if you want to bring in that demographic.
Absolutely. I think, yeah, they know what they're doing. They're just trying to pull in, especially their rival right now with Disney. Everybody's butting heads. I mean, streaming wars have begun now. They're really getting at it with the numbers and really trying to beat each other over the head right now. So may the best device or content win.
Whatever platform wins.
Yeah.
All right, guys, my next story comes from Shadow and Act. It's about Miss Issa Rae. She launched her online masterclass for creators looking to carve their own path. Issa Rae has launched her own masterclass, and within the series, Issa will be sharing inspiring lessons for creatives on how to find your own unique story and carve your own path. Breaking down the scenes from her successful web series, The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl and Insecure, Rae will be teaching masterclass subscribers how to develop a pilot, create multi-dimensional characters, write dialogue, and how to utilize feedback. She also shares practical advice and exercises to help members shape their creative process, establish a good writing habit, and get started on their writing journey. I think this is excellent. Issa has been the blueprint for the new generation of content creators on how to get started without help from anybody in Hollywood or having a mentor or anything. Like, she kind of grinded it out on her own, and she has been such an inspiration to myself, and I'm sure you as well, Brittany, to show you that you don't need to kind of have that backing from Hollywood to get started and to move your dreams forward now that we have the internet and digital platforms out. So I hope that young people are inspired to take this information and kind of run with it and create things. I know one particular platform that I'm familiar with that reminds me of what Issa's currently doing is Damn Right Originals, which we spoke about on this platform before, but they definitely mirror a lot of the things of starting your own content and, you know, developing your own characters and pushing your own stories out there. I think they're doing an amazing job with that. So I would love to see more content creators similar to them be able to take kind of Issa's blueprint and, you know, run. Issa walked for us, now take it and run, guys.
Agreed. I wholeheartedly agree. I don't have anything else to say on that. You dropped the mic.
Speaking of, yeah, absolutely. And speaking of dropping the mic, HBO dropped the mic when they announced that season 5 will be the last season of Insecure. Brittany, you have your thoughts on that at all?
I mean, I think it's appropriate. I think it's time. We've grown with these characters, and I think they're at this age in which they'll probably you're never going to figure it out, right? You're going to be 50 and still trying to figure your life and stuff out, right? Have problems. But I think this is a good stopping point if they wrap up some of those storylines to end our journey with these characters. I mean, I'm not mad at it. You want to end on a high note. And I think 5 seasons is pretty good. It doesn't feel like 5 seasons. It's like, because what, like the first 3 seasons, we were only getting what, 8 episodes? Right. So then on that note, it almost feels a little too soon because we didn't get a lot of episodes like Veep. Yeah. But I mean, still, that's a good look, and I'm pretty sure she's ready to move on and create other programming and content. So yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with everything you said. I believe it's time for the series to wrap. All the characters who are actually on the show have grown and they're doing other things. Another series that reminds me of this that I feel that's going to wrap after they do their 4th and 5th season is Atlanta. I think they're also,
if Atlanta even comes back.
Yeah. Whenever they come back, I feel they're going to wrap that up because a lot, just like Insecure, it was a great battleground for these up-and-coming actors and names that we were not familiar with. Now that we're familiar with them, they're out doing amazing things and all these great projects that, you know, it's time for the characters to go on and, you know, right, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, the last story is not really a story. It's just an update that I wanted to give you, is that Judas and the Black Messiah has their launch date or their release date. They will be releasing that movie on HBO Max February 12th. So be on the lookout for that because I know I'm going to be there February 12th watching the same day that it comes out. So I'm excited.
Is this going to be released in the theaters as well?
Now, I saw that it said, I mean, I know they're releasing it at Sundance when they do the screening for that, and that's kind of, I believe, within the same period of when it's going to release on HBO Max. It said big screen also. Now, they did not specify where it will be screened at, if it's only Sundance or if it's actually going to be in theaters, because big screen can mean, you know, various things. I will keep an eye out for that, and if I do find out that it will be in theaters and what locations, I will, you know, update everyone, but they did not specify.
I'm just wondering because I know Wonder Woman 1984 was kind of HBO's or Warner Max, their first attempt at this in theater and at home release. And as far as viewership goes, and yeah, just viewership. As far as viewership goes, it did pretty well. I don't know about critical success. I saw it, but I know a lot of people didn't like it. But I think because that did so well, I'm interested to see how those numbers correlate to box office figures. And I'll say this: I think with Judas and the Black Messiah being their second kind of big release in doing this, they're being the guinea pigs, but I also think it's a good thing that this is the second release will be a black film, and then it will also be a black film that's very black and black and controversial, right?
Not as controversial as American Skin, but that's another.
Oh, girl.
That is, I'm keeping my eye on that film.
That's another whole episode.
It is. And I can't wait. All right, guys, and that's it for the industry rundown.